Anyway, let me play some incredible audio here from Der Fuhrer in New York City, Michael Bloomberg, who we're going to do a special show on Michael Bloomberg because this is the guy who behind the scenes is carrying off a lot of the gun regulation. He's behind a lot of it, and he's got $22 billion personally and an awful lot of clout and power. And here's what Der Fuhrer says about sugar and sugary products.
In the meantime, this year, 70,000 Americans will die from obesity, 5,000 here in New York. We've got to do something about it. 70,000 people will die from obesity.
And what would be the statistics of people who are dying of starvation versus people who are dying from obesity?
For the first time in the history of the world, more people will die from overeating than undereating this year.
Isn't that remarkable?
That's great. It's all happened in the last 20 years.
Positive. And now, I've had this argument
think about
with
what a
various
great
people
development
over
that
the
is.
years. And I believe that it's the corporate food industry, not the individual, that is at fault here.
What? Clap! Dave said something. Clap!
And the minions in the audience applauded like a bunch of lemmings, a bunch of sheep being led to slaughter. That's right. It's the corporate food industry, not individuals who are actually grabbing the food and jamming it down their fat faces all day long, over and over and over again.
It is the corporate food industry. It is the corporate food industry.
Is it?
No, it is. Hear me out.
Okay.
It absolutely is the corporate food industry, because what is the corporate food industry? The corporate food industry makes so much money that they put these 30 and 60-second commercials on radio and television that you're watching, okay?
Yeah.
And you're sitting there and you're watching that 30-second commercial, and that makes you want to go out and buy it. You are, because of
freedom of choice. That's you're choosing to go out and...
No,
you're not.
So you're confusing it.
Really?
I'm talking about the corporate food industry and the commercials that are in 30 and 60-second chunks.
Okay.
You're confusing that with Hollywood making the movies in 2 and 3 hour chunks that have no effect on you whatsoever. It's the 30 and 60-second food industry commercials.
Okay.
You're confusing the argument.
I was getting that confused, wasn't I?
The 30-minute show or the 60-minute show or the 2 or 3 hour movie, that has no effect on you whatsoever.
Okay, that has no effect. But the commercial I watch,
the commercial that you watch from the corporate
McDonald's
food,
that tells me to go buy a Big
that is
Mac,
what's doing it to you.
I'm powerless
You're
over.
powerless over that.
But the bloody movie that is blowing people's brains all over the walls.
There's no effect.
There's no effect.
No effect
at all on that.
None. Zero. Zilch.
Okay.
Nothing with the video games that your kids are watching hour after
that doesn't
hour
affect
after
me
hour.
either.
Doesn't affect you.
But
doesn't
the
affect
commercial
the kids.
that the
commercials
food
do.
industry that's telling me to buy the soda.
Yes.
So
jam it down my throat.
So you're saying the one out of all of these that announces that it is a commercial and is paying to advertise a product, specifically trying to win you over, that overt way works better than the subtle way of just running something for entertainment and it's just included in the package.
Yeah, because that's just entertainment.
Okay.
That
That wouldn't
is
influence.
entertainment.
No, okay.
No, this one is saying, buy me. I'm available at the store. The other one's just like,
great
killer. But you're like, do I buy that at a store? How do I do that?
No,
I don't even know where to begin.
They don't sell it anywhere,
It
so
has
it doesn't
absolutely
affect
no
you.
effect at all.
That,
for instance,
is genius.
Rap music.
Zero effect.
No effect.
Zero effect.
None at all.
But the commercials that run in between the rap songs,
brutal effect. Poison.
It's poison, and it's got to be stopped.
Poison. Those themselves are poison, and they're advertising poison. So
exactly
it's like
right.
Double poison.
It's double poison. It is capitalist. It's capitalist poison.
I don't like companies.
You know,
when you can put out,
you deserve
not a Bronze Star,
a Microsoft Bronze Star.
Get out of here!
Wow,
yes.
congratulations!
That was a good
Get
point.
out of here!
That was an especially good point.
I'm going to wear it so proudly.
You should.
I am. I'm going to wear it just like that. The great. Lieutenant Colonel that got that Bronze Star
for the especially good
PowerPoint presentation over in Afghanistan.
Yeah,
man.
Are you honored? Tear it up a little bit. I mean, it was almost a great point. I could almost go a Microsoft Silver Star on that.
Wow.
That is, you know what? But that is the case they're making. This is going to be their undoing.
And idiots like David Letterman will make the case that Hollywood has no effect on gun violence. You got to get the guns.
No effect.
But he just said it's the food industry,
It's the corporate
not
food
individuals making the choice.
Yeah. And
unbelievable.
And what they'll say is,
wow,
because they make it. If it's not about advertising, they'll say because they make it so yummy. They make it so easy. The access is so easy. Yet, the access is not so easy on guns. I can go in and buy it, but I can just go in and buy a gun. Yet I just need to fill out a little paperwork. I know paperwork. Maybe we should get a background check and some paperwork for the ho-hos. Because that will solve it. And then don't enforce that background check.
And a 3-day waiting period. Because if you're hungry, think how hungry you'll be in 3 days. When you
Seriously,
that food.
let's go there. Let's go there. Let's recommend a 3-day waiting period for sodas. Seriously, think about that.
Just trying to remember. You're just trying to educate us. Just educate us with a waiting period so you can think about it a little bit.
Think about it. Let's make sure that you're not just on some snack rampage.
By the way, how much do you want to bet that Letterman went to commercial in one of those breaks and you had, Ritz crackers and sugar and Hostess and beer and everything else?
Yesterday, MSNBC, we've got all of the networks playing up in the newsrooms, and the news department noticed, by the way, Glenn, have you been watching? I'm like, no, nobody. We are the total viewership of MSNBC.